Long as back as I can remember, my mother tells me stories of being in a stroller and pointing at airplanes and, airplane! And so she realized real quick that that was gonna be a big part of my life. I started when I was 16, and actually soloed at 16. It's the earliest you can do it is 16 for a powered airplane. It was a little bit after I turned 17 that I finally got my license. I was in high school at the time, at military school, and part of the deal with me going to military school was that I had to get lessons, and they actually had a flight program at the one I went to, so it was extracurricular. It wasn't part of their curriculum, but it worked out really well. I wanted to work so bad in the aviation industry that all through, I think it was after high school, before college, or maybe during college, I went and bugged the local pilot shop and flight school for a job pretty much endlessly until I wore them down and they just finally gave in and gave me a job. That was a lot of fun. I did a little bit of fueling airplanes there, but mostly just working the front desk. And that evolved into another job. When they sold the flight school portion, I went with the flight school. When I was decided to make it a career, went from Georgia Tech, decided I really didn't want to be an engineer because I saw how the engineers were in all cubicles and no sunlight, and designing just parts for airplanes and not an airplane itself. It transferred out to Embry-Riddle. From then on, it was, all right, let's make this a career. Finally decided to get my CFI, became a flight instructor, and really found I enjoyed it. And I don't know why I put it off for so long. But as soon as the airlines started hiring again, I had the time I needed and went to the airlines. Because I was so bored sitting in the right seat as an FO, I decided I needed to do something. I thought, you know what, I've got my CFI, I've kept it current. I had some friends that I'd helped out even after being at the airlines. So I decided, let's see if I can buy an airplane and have other people pay for it. I did the math, figured out I could have 4 to 5 students and basically break even with the airplane. So that's what I did. I started a small flight school with just me and one airplane, and I was spending every day at the airport with the airplane with students. So much so I ended up having to hire another instructor, buy another airplane, and it just kept going. About 11 years after I started the airlines, the regional I was at, they started to wind down the Atlanta flying. I was gonna have to commute to Dallas or somewhere like that. I really didn't want to do that, so I decided to leave the airlines and focus on the flight school full time, which I did, and it worked out great. We doubled our fleet size in the next couple of years. It worked out really well. So the flight school is running really well. The program's on track. We've got great people working for us. I thought it's probably a good time to get back into flying jets. So I started looking around. One of the places I applied was NICHOLAS Air. Quality of life here, it's definitely different. I know some people that love the airline life. They love being 3 days on or 4 days on, and then the 4 or 3 days off. I don't feel like that gives you enough time off to do anything. So yes, they have travel benefits and things like that, but they don't get to use them. They have to build their schedule such that they get to do one trip every now and then. Whereas here, I get 2 weeks off at a time. I can go play. I can go to the islands if I want. I can really spend time at the flight school, which is what I end up doing most of the time. But it definitely gives you more time to do that sort of thing. And if you want to work more, you can tell them, hey, I'm willing to come in and make a little extra money. And they're happy to have you come in and help out. It was a very pleasant experience coming to some place where you really get to know everybody, including all the way up to the CEO. From the very beginning, I got the feeling that NICHOLAS Air was a special place. It was you were a person. They got to know you and not just the numbers or your time. It was more, do you fit in? And that really stuck with me, and it really makes me feel special by being a part of this company. My name is John Lambeth, proud husband of the most awesome wife ever, flight school owner, check airman on the Citation Latitude, and proud member of the NICHOLAS Air family for the last 1.5 years.